Yes, can I help you? Very nice. Security is our first priority. I'll put it in the safe. Paper? I'd keep that in your pocket. Safe is there. Photos? We really don't check individual items like that. Yes, indeed, all jewels go right in the safe. You're joking. I can't store that. We really don't make a practice of storing personal effects. I'm sure that item will be safe with you. A painting, is it? I'll put this in the safe. Keys? I think you should really hold on to those, don't you? I'm sorry. I cannot accept that. No, I can't accept. No, I'm sorry. Thayer. Oh, what do you want? Only I'm allowed to access the cargo manifest. What do you want? Yes, can I help you? Perhaps. As purser, I'm in charge of the Titanic's passengers. As purser, I arrange dinner reservations, rent deck chairs, the usual shipboard duties. I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc. Find Mr. Strauss's cufflink. We mustn't disappoint the owner of Macy's. Keep searching. Wonderful. Mr. Strauss will be quite pleased that I've found his cufflink. I shall deliver it at once. I'm just sure his gratitude will be reflected most generously. Go up to the wireless room and send that telegram. What can I do for you? 5? Who are you, anyway? I haven't seen you about. And I've the passenger list. We've already had trouble with one lady in second who's tried crashing first class. Certainly not. The manifest is the purser's. Only I look at the manifest. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Deck games are usually reserved for daylight hours. I live to serve. Thank you. I shall return with your valuables in a moment. Here you are. Thank you. I shall return with your valuables in a moment. Where did I stash that book? Your book. I had to move Mrs. Brown's Egyptian statues to get it. What did I do with those diamonds? Here we are. It was tangled up in Mrs. Widener's pearls. Glad to be of service. Good night. Why, what do you know? Not that it matters. I'm much too busy. I must get this message through from Mr. Thayer. Mr. Thayer expects his private train car to meet him in New York, and I can't leave my post. But I need to send this telegram. Help? Yes, it might be helpful if you delivered this message to the wireless room for me. Even better, why don't you send it for me? Mr. Thayer is a very important man. So send the telegram at once. And when you have, don't forget to tell me. Very good, then. That's all, then, is it? You sent it? Marvellous. I was afraid you had forgotten. Mr. Thayer'll be most grateful. And let them think the purser's not doing his job. I am the purser, and as purser I am the one who looks after the passengers. Mr. Thayer is vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is I who shall inform the Thayers that their train will be waiting. So, if you'll excuse me— Away, go away, I'm too busy. Mr. Isidore Strauss, he's lost a cufflink, and he's so particular. How should I know? There's more than enough passengers on this ship to keep me hopping. Old Mr. Strauss could make things very difficult. Yes, very difficult. Thank you. It is a gold cufflink. Mr. Strauss will be very grateful. By the way, a Miss Pringle left word that you were to meet her immediately in cabin F-34. We really don't condone this sort of thing, not on an English ship. Mr. and Mrs. Strauss? I certainly couldn't give such information out to someone like you. Let me check. Aha, Mr. George Quincy Clifford, A-27. The captain is not to be bothered. The Burnses? Cabin C-78. Mr. Astor? He's not to be disturbed. Mr. Thomas Andrews, the Titanic's designer? Oh, he's far too important for you. Mr. Barbicombe? Try cabin A-14. Mr. Conkling is in cabin B-59. Mrs. Conkling? In cabin B-59. His lordship's in cabin B-70. Her ladyship's in cabin B-70. The colonel is in cabin C-59. Miss Pringle? Cabin F-34, second class. She is in third class, cabin F-59. I'd ask his sister, Miss Hacker. Mr. von Hadelitz is in B-66. Mr. Trask is in cabin D-33. Miss Daisy Cashmore is in cabin A-25. The Gorse-Joneses? Cabin A-19. Ring the bell in your room for assistance. Third Officer Morrow? I believe he's on the boat deck near the bridge. Monsieur Riviera is never in his cabin. He's usually gambling. Try the smoking room. Mr. Seidelman is in cabin A10. Mrs. Limehouse and her daughter Clarice are in cabin D19. You're in cabin C73. Reverend Trout is a second-class passenger. Cabin F32. Demonic? I don't see anyone on board by that name. Perhaps you're mistaken. Do you require some assistance? Will you please indicate what you want? I don't have all day. Do you wish to ask me something? My, we are a chatterbox, aren't we? Yes? Yes. No. Right. Wrong. Excuse me. Carlson, good night. Goodbye. Hello. Thank you.